Hey guys, CreationCatalyst, also known as Mitchell, or whichever way you want to do that here. I am joined by...
I'm Logan.
I am Kevin.
I am Korben Dallas.
Ian.
No, that's actually what I... No, that's actually my name on the fucking channel.
No one else. I don't fucking know that.
Well, I'm sorry. But...
Oh god, just continue.
Yeah, so instead of the podcast, we're going to be doing a set review. It's also basically a podcast while one of us dies. And we're going to be doing white cards for this video for the Journey Into Nyx cards.
White power!
Of course.
That's
All right,
the kind
so
of shit you can't
we're just going to go down this alphabetically. So the first card, Aegis of the Gods. 1/1 white, enchantment creature, human soldier. You have hexproof, 2/1.
For its mana cost, a 2/1, 2-drop's fine. You get the plus of having hexproof. I mean, I don't think it's really standard playable.
No.
Do you think we'll be playing anything?
It's fine in limited draft. Might make a splash in some sort of modern Death and Taxes sort of deck. Possibly. Like...
Alright, next card.
I mean, it's a 2/1 for 2. I mean,
that has
it's good.
a plus ability.
It has, it has a plus ability, but it has no defense, and
like-
any 1 point of damage can kill it. So,
Doesn't
I mean,
pass the lightning bolt test, doesn't pass the doom blade
Doesn't
test.
really block effectively. It's just a 2/1 body.
Though a lot of cards like this see some amount of play, maybe in a sideboard or two. Maybe it's just a 1 or 2 of them.
Yeah,
But a lot
maybe.
of cards like this see play.
See, I could see it possibly being like a sideboard card to bring in against like the red-white burn decks, but they just end up
They
killing
burn
it
it.
anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not really very effective if they like Searing Blood to kill it and then do you the 3 anyway. So it's what it is. I think if it's draftable, if you get in your sealed toll and you have a relatively aggressive curve, throw it in there. It's still a 2/1 for 2. I mean, this is a fast format for draft and limited. I mean, if it's there, I think you try to play it.
Alright, next card. A Johnny's Presence. 1 white instant with the new mechanic Strive. It strives for 2 and a white. Any number of target creatures each get +1/+1 and gain indestructible until end of turn. So, just a basic combat trick, basically.
So what do you think, Logan?
I think it's one of the best combat tricks in the set. It's similar to the one in the green card, Mortal's Resolve. And it costs 1 less and it strives. I think it's way better than that card, and that card saw a lot of play in the heroic decks.
I think it's okay. I think it's still worse than God's Willing because, like, I think overall God's Willing is where you want to be if you're running like a heroic type deck. I think this might be as like a type of 1 over or 2 over in a heroic deck is like sort of like a Alpha Strike sort of thing where you don't have creatures to play out and you just have nothing to do with your mana that turn. But I mean, if you still can't get through and your creatures are small enough where they're just getting +1/+1 and indestructible, I mean, it's okay in certain situations. I mean, it could see some possible standard play, possibly draft limited, but even then I think it's still a stretch for the Strive. Like, I think Strive just causes you to extend a little too much without making any other plays, and it could backfire.
Mm-hmm. Well, you're not going to strive very often, at least in my opinion.
Probably not.
Yeah, 4 mana to target 2 creatures isn't really...
Or if you have that new blue guy.
3 mana for +2/+2 was the biggest blowout.
Yeah, but
uncommon and
it's 4 mana, though, and each creature gets +1/+1, I think.
also indestructible.
Yeah, but, like, 4 mana still...
And it's a common.
It is. But with 4 mana, you want to be doing a little bit much more with your turn than
I think
that.
it's fine as a... I need another playable combat trick, but...
Yeah, I think you're just using it actually as just the one. Like, I don't
1
think
mana,
I don't
this guy's
think...
gonna
Yeah,
shut
I don't think you actually played for the Strive.
No.
At all.
You do it, so for 1 mana, I'm going to activate this heroic ability.
Yeah, like, cause the heroic gets +1/+1, indestructible, and, like, you block
That's
it,
good
kills
value.
your creature. I think it's better that way. Like, the Strive is just an added bonus if you have nothing better to do, if you have 4 or, like, 7 mana, because at that point, still 7 mana, 3 creatures, I mean, I think that's just really inefficient for your mana.
It's also inefficient, but we know how multi-hero worked. Like, 1 mana, the multi-hero spell is fine, but it's just an added bonus in limited.
Oh, I agree completely, but I still think you're just using it more as like the 1 white +1/+1 indestructible than you will for the strive.
As a percentage, I feel like the 1 drop one will be.
Yeah, I think it's still just like a 1 of 2 of in certain heroic decks.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you want to play like a 4 of. I think God's Willing fills that spot fine.
Alright, next card. A Crone Mastiff, 3 and a white. Creature with a creature type of Hound. It has an activated ability of 1 white and tap it to tap target creature, and it's a 2/2.
Crap. Move on.
It's not.
It's fine for limited.
It's a good one.
Limited.
Draft,
That's about it.
Draft sealed. No, I don't think it sees any standard play at
No.
all.
It's not going to see EDH play. Not going to see standard.
Yeah,
modern.
it's fine in draft.
It's a
limited.
good draft card.
Yeah,
And
it's
it's
good.
good, especially in sealed, because it taps down their bombs. And
Yeah,
that's a
because
big thing
sealed
for
seems to be a
sealed.
little bit slower than draft. I think it's fine in sealed limited.
That's
Draft.
about it.
Because there's that in Theros, it was a 4 mana 1/2 that tapped on a creature with power 3 or less, and this card's way better than that card.
Yeah, I think this is fine because it can do.
It kind of reminds me of a more expensive Gideon's Lawmaker.
The one thing about it though is like if you want to tap down a creature, you have to leave it back. So I mean, I don't really get the point of the 2/2 body. I mean, it's good if you have nothing to tap in to attack in, but.
And like I said, it's just kind of like a crappier Gideon's Lawmaker.
It's
I
no
think that was 1 mana.
It's no first pick or anything, but if you see it wheeling, you might as well take it.
Well,
if
not
you're in
everything
white.
be the best white uncommon in the set.
It's
serviceable for draft.
Draft limited.
playable.
Yeah, it's playable.
It's
Let's
playable.
just leave it at that.
Alright, next card. Armament of Nyx. 2 and a white. Enchantment Aura. Enchant creature. Enchanted creature has double strike as long as it's enchanted. Otherwise, prevent all damage that would be dealt by enchanted creature.
As long as it's enchantment.
Oh, yeah.
Fine in limited sealed draft is a pseudo removal spell for their big creature, or it can turn one of your creatures into a house. Other than that, I don't think it sees any standard.
Is it a brick house?
It could be.
Let it all hang out. That's a song, don't he?
Calm down. I'm a brick. Ouch.
Okay, well, yeah. Slap this on a Vulpine Glyph if they have.
Put it on your fucking Courser crew fix. You got a 2/4 double striker there. I mean, it's pretty badass.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, put it on their creature. It can't deal combat damage, so you might as well removal a spell, I guess. For 3 mana, not bad.
It's versatile, so.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Gives you options. It gives you options instead of that. What's that ability that gives your opponents a choice? Bullshit.
Tribute.
Yeah, tribute. That shit.
Moving on. Banishing the Light.
Very good card.
Good. I mean, it's O-ring.
It's
fixed O-ring.
It's fixed O-ring, so you can't do the tricks where you play the O-ring target, then bounce the O-ring to exile permanently. Nothing like that. I think you'll see sideboard play of blue-white X control decks to deal with their detention spheres, because like in the mirror matches, you really have no way to deal with detention sphere.
So for next standard, when RTR rotates out, is this just going to replace Detention Sphere?
It will replace Detention Sphere, and before Detention Sphere rotates out, it'll be a 1 or 2 of in sideboards of control decks as a way to fight Detention Sphere.
Do you think blue white control's even going to be a deck after RTR rotates?
It
Depends on
Maybe.
what comes in 5th, man.
It
It loses
depends.
all of its power cards.
it loses. Yeah,
Well,
it does.
again, it depends on what comes in
It does
15, and then
Yeah.
and then whatever codename Huey, Dewey, and Louie is,
Please be Zendikar.
right?
They said it's a new plane.
Damn.
That's lame.
It has something to do with like fucking ice giants or some shit like that. I don't know.
Ice Giants?
Yeah, there's like that one planeswalker in Duels of the Planeswalkers is like a yeti or some shit. So they think it's.
Oh my goodness!
They think it's gonna be like.
Nunu the Planeswalker.
They think it's gonna be like an ice plane or something. I don't know. Yeah.
I am totally on
Nunu
board.
was just a little guy. His big Yeti friend.
What's the-
was-
what is the-
Dak
I don't know
Faden was
his name.
spoiled
Yeah.
for conspiracy. If anyone, yeah,
Oh, really?
just half of him. You don't see.
Oh,
his
I
whole
saw
ability.
that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I
I mean-
really like him.
He's. Is it?
Let's get back to the
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Dak Faden?
Dak Faden's better than Banishing Light.
Oh,
and
yeah.
He's won a blue and a red, and he's better than Tybalt already.
and he like faithless looting,
Faithless looting.
mind control.
No, it might be gain control of target artifact, not creature.
Oh, still.
Yeah, I mean, 3
That's
mana.
still good.
Oh yeah.
Did you guys see that promo dissolve?
Yeah. Oh, flashback to the first video there. Or the first podcast. Sorry, these aren't videos. You don't get to see our beautiful faces. We're actually
Just can't-
all women.
Just can't handle this level of sexy.
So the next card, Dawnbringer Charioteers, 2 and 2 white, 2/4 flying, lifelink, heroic. It's also the pre-release promo for white. Easily the best promo.
I think it's playable in standard on some sort of in like a junk deck or a mono white sort of deck. Because it
Logan
fits
is
on-
just making the ugliest faces about this card.
This is why. You don't play it for the heroic. It's a 2/4 flying lifelink. That's a 4-drop. That curves it curves perfectly from Brimaz into Dawnbringer into Archangel Thune. And since this has lifelink, you attack in and it triggers the Archangel and you get counters on everything. I think it just fits the curve nicely of a mono white deck. It can also play into a junk style deck because it's a 2/4 with flying lifelink that's hard to deal with in this format currently. Because there's like Lightning Helix does 4 damage to a creature. Like there's not many things that they can deal with this.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of 4-mana creatures that just don't do anything when they hit the board.
No, I agree, but I think just the 2/4 flying lifelink is still good enough.
Limited.
Right now.
Drafts.
It's good for limited
It's
and draft.
amazing in limited.
No, yeah.
But I still think you can play. There will be a standard deck that tries to play this, be it like a human style deck or anything else, because
humans.
it fits the 4-drop on their curve. And if you are able at certain decks, if you're able to curve this card into Archangel Thune, it's just game over because they can't deal with that.
So, yeah.
I love how we're spending we spent more time on Johnny's presence than the rares so far. Just throwing that out there.
That's
I mean, you know-
Just throwing that out there.
I mean, it's
So-
quality over, like, rarity.
Deicide or
Deicide.
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 Sure. 1 and 0 white,
Deicide.
instant,
Decide.
exile, target, enchantment, and then a bunch of flavor
It's
text.
Deicide. It is done.
And then a bunch of flavor text.
That's what I say after sex.
Do you Deicide them and be like, it is done?
Oh, I just say it is done. Here's your money and get the fuck out.
Banishing light them and then it is done.
Oh, yeah. Just banish that light all over them.
Exile target enchantment. If the exiled card is
Flavor
a dog
text.
card, search its controller's graveyard, hand, and library for any number of cards with the same name as that card and exile them.
It replaces Revoke Existence immediately in blue-white control or blue-white X control decks. It's already better. You don't really have to worry about artifacts right now. It's an instant speed, does the same exact thing for the same amount of money. It exiles any enchantment, and if it's a god, you just get an added
It's
bonus.
better Naturalize, actually.
Yeah, well, I was just saying it's better Revoke.
No, I'm just saying that, like, as far as, like, cards to compare it with, it is a better Naturalize.
I compare it more to Revoke.
Yeah,
because Revoke is
Revoke
the
is
same
way
mana
more.
cost, same color, does the same exact thing, except it's sorcery
I'm
speed.
just saying. This is instant.
I just think it's really cool.
But so does Revoke Existence is also instant, right?
No, sorcery.
It's
Revoke is a sorcery, exile target enchantment or artifact.
And, like, the only things you're hitting with that in
Or-
standard are, like,
or-
Elixir of Immortality.
Yeah, and if they're dumb enough to tap out, which most of the time they're not. I don't think it sees any limited play. I don't think it's very good in draft and sealed.
It's really
I
cool.
think it's actually
I think
good in limited.
a sideboardable card. I don't think it's main deckable in limited. Because like there's plenty of other things that you can have to deal with, like enchantment creatures and stuff like that. I think there's more efficient things you want to do than hold up 2 mana just in case they get an enchantment creature or god out.
Mm-hmm.
I think its real spot to shine is in
Constructed
standard.
Definitely.
Might see a little bit EDH play, but probably not much.
Possibly.
I mean, like, its second ability is completely blank to
Oh,
EDH.
yeah.
It's
obviously.
good. It's good in. It's good against the mono blue matchup.
Definitely.
They play
Yeah.
Thassa. You're just well. There you go.
No more thoughts
Or they
for you.
play Biden. And you're like, well, whatever. I mean, it's good catch-all. Definitely replaces Revoke. So
Yeah.
It's fine.
Alright.
Dictate of Heliod, 3 and 2 white enchantment with flash. Creatures you control get +2/+2.
The first of the dictates.
yeah, I think it's a neat sort of combat trick. I mean, 5 mana is a lot. If you get there with your aggressive style creature deck, it's good.
I like the art.
Oh, the art's cool.
Yeah. I feel it for 5 mana, +2/+2.
I don't think it's
Yeah.
standard playable.
No.
I think it was really unlimited.
Oh yeah, limited. Yeah, it's a powerhouse.
I might run it in EDH. I don't know.
I think you have better Anthem
It
effects
might be
in
better
EDH,
option.
though.
Yeah, like I said, that's why I said
Like
might.
5 mana flash, my creatures get +2/+2. I mean, it's definitely better in limited than it. I think
Yeah.
sealed. I don't think it's really a draft card. I think it's a lot better than sealed.
It is better than two because you get stalled war states, and when all your guys get +2/+2 out of nowhere,
Yeah,
it's real good.
you just control combat at that point. Standard, no. Yeah.
No, it costs way too much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think with what it does in standard, you have Spear of Heliod, which is 3 mana and can destroy one of their creatures if it deals damage to you. I think that's just better.
Yeah.
Moving right along.
And here we go with a basically vanilla creature. It's Eagle of the Watch, 2 and a white, Flying Vigilant, 2/1.
I like
good
it.
limited.
Good and limited
Good
draft card. No standard playability.
Not really.
Anytime you can attack in for 2 in there and leave back a blocker is fine.
Yes.
Yep.
That's good.
Next card, Eidolon of Rhetoric. 2 and a white, enchantment creature, spirit. Each player can't cast more than one spell each turn. It's a 1/4.
It's better than Aegis of the gods.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think it's a fine body for limited. It's not like a high pick. It brick walls a lot of things as a 1/4.
If there ever happens to be a combo deck in this standard, I mean...
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it sees any standard play. I think, again, possibly some sort of... possibly Eternal format. It might
Yeah,
see
I could definitely...
That's just Aether Sworn Cannon is just better, though.
But Aether Sworn Canist is a 2/1. It's not a 1/4.
Yeah.
This dodges Lightning Bolt.
I can definitely see it.
I could
in,
see this
like,
definitely replaying Aether Sworn Canonist.
like Grand Arbiter Augustus EDH.
Well, the only reason I see this because Aether Sworn Canist is a 2/1.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a 1/4. You're losing 1 power, but it dodges Lightning Bolt. Mm-hmm. I mean, if they Lightning Bolt your Aether Sworn Canist, you just wasted 3 mana, and they can still cast
Canonist is 1 and a white.
1 in a way.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is 1 more mana, but they can't Lightning Bolt it.
Yeah.
I suppose.
I mean, they
I
could,
mean,
but
they-
it won't do anything.
Well, they can Lightning Bolt it. No, they can't Lightning Bolt it twice. So I mean, I think it's already better than Aether Sworn Canist.
Oh yeah, yeah. Like I said,
mean-
and like I said, I could see it as far as EDH in like Grand Arbiter Augustus, where you're already making it very unfun for your opponents.
Yeah.
And you run that with like Curse of Exhaustion and just be
Yay,
like, hey,
blue-white fun, please.
Yeah, I could just see this being a replacement for Aether Sworn Canist. It may not work out because it's 3 mana instead of 2.
Yeah, that's just what I was thinking. Is like,
But the 1/4 body, I think, is strong enough to make it
I
work.
think it might. It has the best chance in Modern if it's going to replace
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
Because Modern's very turn 4 critical.
Well,
Yeah,
also with that though, it's unlike Aether Sworn Canonist. Aether Sworn Canonist specifically says non-artifact.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the only thing that's relevant against the Modern is Affinity, and they're not going to care anyway.
Yeah, so this card, I could see this being used instead.
yeah,
of
I could definitely see this being
like
played.
hell, maybe it's just like
They
a
may-
sideboard, and then you swap out the
it's
canonist for it.
definitely like this is definitely a sideboard card. It's not main deckable.
Oh no.
I don't know.
No.
Let's just to see.
Yeah.
All right, next card, Font of Vigor, 1 and a white enchantment. You doesn't do anything until you use its ability. 2 and a white, sacrifice it. You gain 7
And
life.
then it doesn't do anything.
It's not playable in anything.
No.
No, not really.
No.
Pass.
Do not take it if you see this in a draft or limited.
Next card, Godsend, 1 and 2 white, legendary artifact equipment. Equipped creature gets +3/+3. Whenever the equipped creature blocks or becomes blocked by 1 or more creatures, you may exile one of those creatures. Opponents can't cast cards with the same name as the cards exiled with Godsend. It equips for 3.
I think it's sexy.
It's
I want it to be a sword.
It's okay in limited draft. It's because its ability really isn't as relevant because it's mostly just one-ofs they have in their deck.
Mm-hmm.
I think it could see some standard playability, but I think it might be. I think this card could see legacy play.
I'd play an EDH. Like, not one-on-one, but in multiplayer, I'd definitely see it.
I could see this card definitely being tried out. On some sort of-
+3, bad unblockable is a bad card for 6 mana.
I want it to be a sword.
I mean, but
It-
it might as well, because unless they have chumps, they're not going to block it, because...
Yeah, but would you pay, if this card said 3 mana, +3/+3 unblockable, would you play that card?
You're not paying it for 3 mana in Legacy. You're Stoneforge Mystic it up. I mean, sure, there's better things in your deck to get with Stoneforge Mystic, like Batterskull and whatnot, but if you have a Batterskull in hand, I mean, this card's still plenty good, because if they have a creature they want to keep, they're not blocking.
Yeah, that's my point.
And you're getting damage in.
Unless they have mooks that they can just throw in front of it.
Like, I don't know if it will work in Legacy, but I'm pretty sure they'll try this out in a legacy deck.
I don't think it'll work.
No,
They won't just to spite you.
I don't think this, besides limited, I don't think this card would be in any format.
Like I said, I think it's kind of sexy.
I
for
could
EDH.
see it in limited. I mean, I could see it in legacy.
I could see it in EDH. Like, you could put it on Kimba. Just another thing that lets you spew out more cats, and she gets bigger, and you're just going to be swinging in more. I could see it in EDH.
All right, next card. Harvest Guard Alciades. 2 and a white enchantment creature, nymph. Constellation. Whenever it or another enchantment enters the battlefield under your control, prevent all damage that would be dealt to target creature this turn. It's a 2/3.
Sweet limited card.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be better if it had flash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah.
It's okay.
It's not bad in limited.
It's a body. A 2/3 for 3 is not bad.
No, it's not. No standard playability.
Nope.
Nope.
No EDH. No legacy.
Nothing.
No modern.
Yeah.
Just kind of.
Just limited.
Okay,
It's a good limited card.
All right.
Lagaband Trailblazer. 1 white for a 0/4 with heroic.
It's just like a regular +1/+1 counter.
It's not horrible. It's a good.
I could see it in draft and limited if
Yeah,
you're
I mean,
running
it's
like an aggressive
another,
heroic deck.
just another heroic card.
It's probably better than draft them doesn't seal actually.
Yeah.
Because it's more aggressive. If you do it right.
Yeah, because it's actually a heroic creature that can block.
Yeah.
Like
it-
most of heroic creatures can't really block effectively.
It doesn't die to Lightning Strike or Bolt of Kranos.
Yeah.
or
It's true.
Bio Blight. Like,
Yeah, I think it's fine.
Alright, next card. Launch the Fleet. 1 white. Sorcery with Strive for 1 colorless. Until end of turn, any number of target creatures. Each game, whenever this creature attacks, put a 1/1 white soldier creature token onto the battlefield, tapped and attacking.
I like it.
I think it's fine. And like draft and limited is like you're gonna win this turn, and you have a bunch of leftover mana to do stuff with. But like the one reason I don't like it is it's a sorcery.
Yeah.
That is
yeah,
a bit.
it's rough.
Yeah, because like you do it and then they just like kill your creature. You're
But
kinda
you
like,
could, if that was true, it was. Oh no, when it attacks.
Yeah.
Attack step and a kill it.
Yeah. See, like if it was an instant, I feel this card would be a lot better.
Yeah, but it probably costs more mana. But I like it, especially with that new white blue guy.
Oh yeah, but
For 1 mana, all these guys that are going to be attacking are going to be getting soldiers. I play
yeah, but
EDH.
you need that guy. But you need to have the other guy too. It's playable in draft and limited. I think somebody may try to work it into a standard deck like the first week it's out. I don't think it will work very well.
Like I said, EDH, so it doesn't even matter. It's,
Triggers heroic.
yeah.
Yeah. Playable combat trick. Whatever.
Yep.
With combat trick. Air quotes. Next card. Lean in Iconoclast. 3 and a white creature, cat monk, heroic, and it heroics for destroy target enchantment creature an opponent controls, and it's a 3/2. That seemed
I think this card's actually pretty sweet.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's fine in draft and limited.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't think it sees standard play.
No,
Probably
but
not,
it actually seems like a
I
really
mean-
good card in standard limit or
Yeah, in limited. It may not, depending on how your curve works out for a heroic deck, it may not be in the main board. But if they have like a lot of enchantment type creatures, then
Lot of
you
emissaries.
you bring it in. Because mostly with the heroic decks, you want a lot of 1 and 2 drop creatures, and just the rest of it be like heroic pump spell type situations. And this is a 4-drop 3/2, and it doesn't really buff itself. I think it's more of like a sideboard. I don't think you like first pick it or like second pick, but like later picks if you're running
It's a
heroic deck.
good 5th to 6th.
Yeah, it's good if you can get it.
next card. Mortal Obstinacy. 1 white enchantment aura, enchant creature you control. Enchanted creature gets +1/+1. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, you may sacrifice Mortal Obstinacy. If you do, destroy target enchantment.
I don't think it's playable.
In limited,
I don't think so.
I think it's fine.
I think it's a good sideboard card, maybe.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, a sideboard card for a heroic deck.
Yeah, like because I feel like you just give your guy +1/+1, and
This
then
card said draw a card on it, it'd be really stupid.
yeah, if it said draw a card instead of destroy target enchantment, because there's plenty of things that destroy enchantments.
Basically, if it was blue.
It's okay. Like it's not great. It's not terrible, but
Playable.
it's
Limited
It's
playable.
it's playable. Yeah.
Alright. Nyx-Fleece Ram. 1 and a white enchantment creature, sheep. At the beginning of your upkeep, you gain 1 life. It's a 0/5.
I love this card. I'm just throwing that out there right now. It's 2-drop, 0/5. You gain a life every turn. There's really nothing that can deal with it to kill it in the format other than like Abrupt Decay, Doomblade, and Ultimate Price. But if they're wasting on that, you're fine. I think it's fine in limited draft, and I think it will see the sideboard in blue-white X control decks against like burn decks. Because they really have no way to deal with it either unless they chain like 2 or 3 burn spells together on it, and then those are 2 or 3 burn spells not going at your face. So I think the card's great.
It's not bad.
Seems kind of sheepish to me.
Moving on.
Nice.
Oppressive Rays. 1 white, enchantment aura, enchant creature. Enchanted creature can't attack or block unless its controller pays 3. Activated abilities of enchanted creature cost 3 more to activate.
I like it.
Not oppressive.
Nah, it's very underwhelming to me. I'm not a fan.
Again, I think it kind of goes in one of those kind of like fun police EDHs, like with Grand Arbiter, where they're already paying so much mana to do anything anyway. So it's like, here's just another way to say you can't have fun unless you pay more mana.
But it targets it. It enchants only one
The
creature.
reasons why those other cards like Propaganda are good is because it targets everything.
Yeah. I'm really
but
unimpressed
still.
with the art. I really feel like it should be more impressive on there.
Oreskos Swiftclaw. 1 and a white, 3/1 vanilla.
Again, I think it's
Limited.
Limited.
It's good limited.
3/1 body.
Yep.
It attacks and dies to basically everything though. So.
It has a box full of flavor text.
Dies to scouring.
Hey, it's the Theriod. It's the Wizards' versions of doing the Iliad. So,
Oh, good.
yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you don't know what the Iliad is, probably didn't graduate high school.
I would like fries with that.
Google.
Oh, yeah, Google the Iliad.
Yeah.
While you're on break.
I like McDonald's, so if you ever see me there, free food.
Yeah, all 3 subscribers of ours are going to give you free food.
Thank
One
you.
of them's your dad. Calm down.
Hey, we have like
11, but one of them doesn't count because it's his
11.
dad. So 10. All one of our viewer.
Yeah, right. Anyway.
Phalanx formation. 2 and a white, instant speed, strive for 1 and a white. Any number of target creatures each gain double strike until end of turn.
Again, neat combat trick for limited. I don't think it sees standard play.
That seems reasonable.
Lots of combat tricks for limited.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like they can't come up with anything else, so they just throw in a
This
bunch of
format
combat
has
tricks.
so many combat tricks.
Yeah. Okay, guys, we need this many cards.
We have this new
many open.
mechanic.
You can
Throw
never
in
attack,
combat tricks.
You can never attack into opponent with mana up anymore. It's just like, well,
Unless they're in like a non-white color, then
Yeah.
you're probably okay.
Like, we have this new mechanic called Strive. What should we do with it? Combat tricks.
Oh, seems reasonable.
Quarry Colossus. 5 and 2 white. Creature, giant. Whenever it enters the battlefield, put target creature into its owner's library just beneath the top X cards of that library, where X is the number of planes you control. It's a 5/6.
I like it.
it's a 2-for-1 for 7 mana, which is okay.
It gets rid of a card they have.
Limited.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
limited,
absolutely.
obviously, yeah.
Oh no, this is definitely going straight into Esper Deathblade and Legacy, guys.
Totally.
Yeah.
Fucking
mean-
cut your Mind Sculptors now. It's going right in there.
I'm gonna
I'm
blacklist
kidding.
this thing out.
Kidding.
Vintage playable.
Hey, Huntmaster sees vintage play.
Master's also a better card.
Yeah, Huntmaster of the Fells is amazing.
Reprisal. 1 and a white, instant speed. Destroy target creature with power 4 or greater. It can't be regenerated.
Limited sideboard. I don't think it sees main deck in limited or draft or sealed in draft. It sees possible standard playability in like the sideboard of more aggressive decks
I guess if you like have a problem with dealing with like
Like-
red-green monsters decks or
or
something.
Desecration Demon.
And yeah,
Yeah.
Death Demon.
That's sweet art. I really like it.
Yeah, oh yeah, the art's really
Yeah.
badass.
I could see it maybe in EDH if you're not running black and you want some kill spells.
I think it's more of a sideboard card first. More aggressive
Yeah, that's
standard
what I
decks.
think too.
Yeah,
It's not bad.
just to deal with creatures like Polychronos, stuff like that.
You know, it's the white kill spells.
Still, they can't get through Courser Crufix, but you know, whatever.
Sightless Brawler. 1 and a white. Enchantment creature. Human warrior. Bestow for 4 and a white. It can attack alone. An enchanted creature gets +3/+2 and can attack alone. It's a 3/2.
Draft and limited.
Yeah, exactly.
Draft and sealed. Sorry, they're both limited formats. Possible standard playability.
I don't
just
think so.
just possible.
It doesn't seem very good.
It doesn't, but just a 3/2 body for 2.
Is the Sightless Brawler the big guy or the small guy?
I think it's like the big retarded looking guy behind it.
Okay.
No offense to any of the mentally disabled out there.
If
They're deaf, somebody's just signing to them.
All right, let's talk about Skybind.
Skybind,
Fucking
3
Helen
and 2
Keller out there.
white, enchantment with constellation. It exiles non-creature permanents and returns them to the battlefield under their owner's control at the beginning of the next end step.
EDH.
Yep.
Yep.
I'm like I had to.
It's like a Conjurer's Closet.
Yeah, that was my exact. It actually cost less.
Conjurer's Closet's 5.
I thought it was 6.
No, it's 5, bro.
Oh, is it 5? Okay, my bad.
Yeah, good job, EDH specialist.
Let me look.
I'm sorry, I have an entirety of Magic to keep track of in my head.
Oh, what have we started?
Yeah, Conjurer's Closet's 5.
Oh, okay, whatever.
Yeah,
my
good
bad.
job, EDH specialist.
I'm doing these nuts.
Alright, it's next.
I will lick them
Sky
away.
Spear Cavalry.
Oh, it doesn't see any playability, by the way. Anything else other than EDH.
Yeah.
Okay, let's make that
It's
perfect.
another Conjurer's Closet.
Yeah.
Goes in Rune of the Hidden Realms.
3 and 2 white,
yeah.
creature, human soldier, flying, double strike, 2/2.
Fine for draft and sealed.
Yeah, limited.
Yep. I think it's a limited all-star actually. 2/2 for 5 that has double strike. and
Attacking for
flying.
4 in the air is always good.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Especially with all the combat tricks you have now. Wow, watch out.
I'm
He's
give
gonna
him
make
plus
soldiers.
1+. I'm gonna give him +1/+1 and indestructible, and he's also going to make a soldier.
You can use Phalanx Formation to give it double strike.
It already has double strike, so what is that, quadruple strike? They stack, right, guys? It's like keyworded like
It's also
and
multiplication, so if you use double the Phalanx Formation,
Yeah.
you get 8 times strike, whatever that
Oh
is.
yeah, it's like keyworded lifelink and unkeyworded lifelink. They stack.
Yeah. Seems reasonable.
Stonewise Fortifier. 1 and a white, creature, human wizard, activated ability, 4 and a white, prevent all damage that would be dealt to it by target creature
It's
this turn.
completely fine. It's a final
bear.
card.
Yeah,
It's a bear with some
the bear.
ability.
Yep,
Yeah.
it's fine. Limited.
Just Mike would enjoy it for his pillow fort,
It
potentially.
no.
No.
Because it prevents the damage dealt to that, not to him.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay, my bad.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
really bad.
Oh, yeah.
It's a bear. So
Limited,
I mean,
it's a bear, and anything else, it's
a bear.
It's a bear.
It's a
Yeah,
bear.
don't play it anything else but limited.
My
And
bad.
even then, it's questionable.
My bad, guys.
I mean, it's the
didn't
same
hear.
thing as like traveling philosopher.
It's a better traveling philosopher.
It's if you need a creature.
This one's a wizard too, so it's cool.
Whoa, you can bounce it with your that one land that bounces wizards.
Oh man.
The laboratory or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
You know what I'm fucking talking about.
I know what you're talking about.
Supply line, cranes, 3 and 2 white, creature, bird, flying. When it enters the battlefield, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. It's at 2/4.
I love the flavor. It's pretty sweet.
Limited.
Yeah.
It's limited playable. If you don't have an art creature, it's a 3/5 for 5 flyer. That's still pretty good.
I like the fact that this kind of looks like what a Squadron Hawk would look like with swords. That's
It
this
needs
will go
more
for.
swords though, and a jite.
Limited. It's fine.
When has a bird ever carried a jet?
I'm pretty sure that happens sometimes.
Like
Cube.
not standard.
Cube.
Cube.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's
Yep.
it.
No. In standard, some people would equip up like their birds of paradise with swords.
Yeah, but not jet.
Oh, Jit. Sorry,
Yeah.
Jite or whatever. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, that's never happened.
Well, I
No,
didn't say it
cube.
was standard.
Yeah, well, even then, it's like,
Oh, you know what? The next time I draft cube, I'm gonna draft.
You're gonna get Jite
Yeah,
and-
Jite birds.
Do you have
That's
those?
It.
Do you have Jite?
No, they're all proxied.
Oh, okay. Whoa.
His proxy cube.
If your proxy
Which is
Black Lotus
fine.
is out there.
No, it's all modern cards.
Oh,
Alright.
proxy
What's the next
modern.
card?
Last card.
Last
for white
card.
cards.
Tethmos High Priest, 2 and a white creature, cat cleric with heroic spore. Return target creature with converted mana cost 2 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. It's 2/3.
Limited possibility. If you have like a low, curve, I mean,
Like a 3-minute 2/3 is never the worst thing.
no, and its ability isn't bad if like your creatures have died in combat and you can get your heroic guys back. That's always a plus in that deck because with a lot of the heroic decks that you build in this draft and sealed format right now, your creatures can die very easily. So it's just a nice way to get them back.
Getting back Phalanx Later is pretty baller.
Yeah,
If you
that is.
manage to get your Vagabond Trailblazer killed, it
Yeah.
reanimates it.
So overall for the white set, I don't think.
Lots of combat tricks.
I don't think white power's getting there.
What do you think the best card is?
Best card out of white.
I think it's
Deaseed.
I think it's Deaseed. Yeah.
I definitely think it's Deaseed.
And like, in general, are we saying like?
Yes, in general.
Playability wise, in general, I think Deaseed's the best one.
Probably, I'd have to agree with that.
Just for its playability and standard.
Yeah.
No, it's Nyx-Fleece Ram. That's ridiculous.
But like, usually the standard playability is where it gets most of its price from, and that's where this card shines.
I think Banishing Light is a close second.
Yeah.
The functional.
I mean, it's O-ring.
Yeah, I could see it being like a $2 uncommon.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's O-ring. I mean,
It's unique.
Yeah.
It's another O-ring.
I think the cards you want to get trade for on like draft day are definitely like Banishing Light, Deaseed, stuff like that. If you open Godsends, try to trade them away for other stuff. Because
That card's going down.
I don't think it will retain its value.
Isn't it a promo anyway?
No.
I thought it was a promo.
They don't do mythic promos anymore.
No. Long gone are the days of
Worm Coil Lunges and Emrakul's.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Can't give us nice things anymore.
okay, see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Bye, guys.